The energies, wave function, probability density of a particle which is kept in a one dimensional box at different energy levels can be determined with the help of energy expression for the particle and wave function expression. The energy expression is n square h square divided by 8ml square. Here, the value of n is equal to 0 is ruled out because it is considered that particle is always in a constant motion as long as it is kept inside the box, and even at 0 Kelvin particle cannot be at rest. So n is equal to 1 is the first energy level and the lowest possible energy by the particle when it is kept inside the box. So when the value of n is taken 1, the energy expression becomes h square divided by 8ml square. When we are putting the value of n is equal to 2, the expression will become 4 h square divided by 8ml square. When we are putting the value of n is equal to 3, the energy expression will become 9 h square divided by 8ml square. When n is equal to 4, the expression is 16 h square divided by 8ml square. So these are the energy levels of a particle when it is kept inside the box at n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Now we will see the expression of wave function. The wave function expression is the square root of 2 divided by L sine n pi x divided by L. When we are taking the value of n is equal to 1, that at the 0 point energy or at the first energy level, lowest possible energy, psi is written as psi 1 is equal to square root of 2 by L sine pi x divided by L. So what we did, in place of n we have written n is equal to 1. So pi x divided by L. Now we will put the value of x at different position of the box. The box having length capital L, the position is 0 at the wall of the container, and then 1/4 position of 1/4 of the length of the box, it is showing the half of the length of the box, and it is showing 3/4 part of the length of the box, and this is another end of the box, that is capital L. So we will put the values of x in above expression to get the value of wave function at different distances inside the box. Okay, so when x is equal to 0, then psi 1 can be written as square root of 2 divided by L sine pi. In place of x, we will put 0 into 0 divided by L. As we know, sine 0 is 0, so the quantity will become 0. After multiplication with pi and when it is allowed to divide by L, then the quantity will become 0 and sine 0 is 0. Okay. Then again, next expression for psi 1 at position L by 4, that is 1/4 of the length. So square root of 2 divided by L sine pi into, in place of x, now we are putting L divided by 4. L divided by 4 into L. So L will cancel out each other and we are getting sine pi by 4. Sine pi by 4, that is sine 45 degree. And sine 45 degree value is 1 by root 2. So root 2 will cancel out each other and the value will come 1 by square root of L. This is the value of psi 1 at the L by 4th position. Okay. Then again we will get the expression for psi 1 at L by 2 position, that is at half of the length of the box. So L root 2 divided by L sine, in place of x we are putting L by 2. Okay, so L will cancel out each other. Sine 90 degree. Sine pi by 2 is sine 90 degree, and the value of sine 90 degree is equal to 1. So we can directly write root 2 divided by L is the value of psi 1 when the particle is at half of the length of box. When the particle is at 3/4 length of the box, then psi 1 is equal to square root of 2 divided by L sine pi. In place of x we are putting 3L divided by 4 into L. L again will cancel out each other, and the quantity is 3 pi by 4. After multiplication you will get the value sine 135 degree. Sine 135 degree value is equivalent to 1 by root 2. So sine 135 degree into, it is having a multiplication with square root of 2 divided by L. So the final quantity will become square root of 2 divided by L into 1 by square root of 2. Square root 2 will cancel out each other, and the quantity become 1 by square root of L. Then at x is equal to L, we will calculate the value of psi 1. Square root of 2 divided by L sine, in place of x we are putting L, and there is L at denominator. So L will cancel out each other. The value of sine 180 degree is 0. So the total quantity will become 0. So the values of psi 1 at n1, when the value of n is equal to 1, the value of psi 1 at different length of the box are, when the length of the box at wall means x is equal to 0, value is 0. When at 1/4 of the box, then the value is 1 by square root of L. When particle is half of the box, then square root of 2 by L. When the particle is at 3/4 of the box, then the value is 1 by square root of L. So there is a repetition of the values, as you can see. Again, when the particle is at the other end of the box, that is at L, so the value comes 0. Okay, these are the values of L that comes when we calculate the different values after putting the expression of x, values of x. Okay, similarly for n is equal to 2, we can calculate the value of psi to get the values of psi 2. So when we are putting the value of psi 2 at x is equal to 0 position, then you can easily determine the value of psi 2, because in place of x we are putting 0. So sine 0 is equal to 0, and that's why 0 after multiplication with a constant quantity will give 0. So psi 2 is equal to 0. Then after, at L by 4th position of the box, psi 2 value is equal to square root of 2 divided by L sine 2 pi into x. In place of x we are putting L divided by 4. L divided by 4, and there is a L in denominator. So L will cancel out each other. 2 2s are 4. So the value is coming sine pi by 2 into square root of 2 divided by L. So the resultant is pi 90 degree value is 1. So when pi 90 degree value is 1, so we can write here the value of psi 2 will come square root of 2 divided by L. This is the value that will come when we are putting x is equal to L by 4. Next we will put x is equal to L by 2. So psi 2 square root of 2 divided by L sine 2 pi x. In place of x we are putting L by 2 into L. So L cancel out each other, 2 will cancel out each other. So the quantity is sine pi, means sine 180 degree. We know that the value of sine 180 degree is equal to 0. So 0 after multiplication with a constant quantity will give 0. So the value of psi 2 is 0 at L by 2 position. At position 3L by 4, the psi 2 value is square root of 2 divided by L sine 2 pi. In place of x we are putting 3L divided by 4 into L, as there is a denominator L. So L will cancel out each other. So we are getting 2 2s are 4. So 3 pi by 2. So the quantity is root 2 divided by L sine 3 pi divided by 2. Sine 3 pi divided by 2 is actually sine 270 degree. And the value of sine 270 degree is minus 1. So minus root 2 divided by L. This is a quantity. This is a repetition of the quantity that we got in L by 4th position. Okay, but there is a difference in quantity and the only difference lies in their sign. Here it was having a positive sign and here it is having a negative sign. When x is equal to L, the value of psi 2 will come square root of 2 divided by L sine. We are putting the value 2 pi into x. So value of x is equal to L divided by L. L will cancel out each other. Sine 2 pi. Sine 2 pi is actually sine 360 degree, which is equivalent to 0. So the total quantity after multiplication will give 0. So the psi 2 value is equivalent to 0. So after putting the value of n is equal to 2 at psi, the expression is this. And then after, at different positions of length of the box, the expression that comes psi 2 is equal to 0 at x is equal to 0. Psi 2 is equal to root 2 divided by L when x is equal to L by 4. Psi 2 is equal to 0 when x is equal to L by 2. Psi 2 is equal to minus root 2 divided by L when x is equal to 3L by 4. Psi 2 is equal to 0 when x is equal to L. So we have different values of psi at different position at two different energy level. First energy level was n is equal to 1 and the second energy level is when we are taking n is equal to 2. Now we can draw the energy levels at n is equal to 1 and n is equal to 2. So n is equal to 1, the energy is drawn in this manner. As we are moving in the upward direction, energy increases. So n is equal to 2. Here we can write the different values of psi wave function, that is psi. We are putting the different values of wave function psi at a different position of the box. When x is equal to 0, the value was 0. So the particle must be exactly at 0 position. When x is equal to L by 4, the value that came is equal to, at L by 4, the value was equivalent to 1 by square root of L. So when we will have a constant value of L for a fixed length of the given box, then it will give a considerable amount, and here we are considering a certain height for square root of 1 by L. So suppose this is the position of 1 by square root of L. Then after, at x is equal to L by 2, the quantity that came is equal to square root of 2 divided by L. Since the quantity is square root of 2 divided by L, this is greater in magnitude than square root of 1 divided by L. That's why we can say that the height of this quantity, the height will be greater than the height of this position. Okay, because the quantity is greater in comparison to this. So we are just considering that at different values of L, when we will put the relative positions of the particle will be in this way. Okay, and then after, when the x value is 3L divided by 4, the particle value for the wave function that was equivalent to 1 by square root of L. 1 by square root of L. So the same value came again, and that's why the height should be same at the 3/4 position of the box, just like L by 4th position of the box. Okay, again the value is repeated. The position at x is equal to L, the value that came is equivalent to the value when the particle was at x is equal to 0 position. So the particle position is 0. Okay, so we will just draw a line to meet all the points, and the nature of the wave function will come in this manner. This is the way we can draw the wave function for the particle which is kept in a one dimensional box. Okay, then after we will draw for n is equal to 2 energy level the values that came at x is equal to 0 position. We see here at x is equal to 0 position the value of psi 2 is equal to 0, and at L by 4th position the value that came is square root of 2 by L. Okay, so 0, when the x value is equal to 0 the value is 0, so the particle must be at 0. Okay, when the value is L by 4th means at 1/4 position of the length, then we can say that the value will be at a certain height, and we are considering the value of square root 2 by L is almost will be at a certain height at this position. Okay, when the position is half of the box, then the value again came 0, so the particle is at this position. When the length is 3/4 position, then the value came equivalent to the position L by 4th, but it is in negative. So the same value at the same height, but in different position. It is in positive and it is having a negative sign. Okay. Then at x is equal to L, the value that came is equal to 0. Okay. So again, it is a repetition, just like s equal to 0 and x is equal to L by 2 position. And now we will draw a line that will meet all the points, and it will show us the nature of wave function for a particle in one dimensional box when energy level is equal to n is equal to 2. So this is the way we can plot wave function at n is equal to 2. Similarly, we can draw the probability density, and it is very easy. If you got the value of psi, then you need not to again see the value and draw the lines. You just know the values, and you just need to just put a certain height for the particle. As we know, at x is equal to 0 the value is 0. At x is equal to L by 4th the value will be at a certain height, that is square root of 1 by L. At x is equal to L by 2 the value was square root of 2 by L, so it will be at a certain height we are considering here. And at 3L by 4 the value is repeated, so this, and then again at 0 position. But there is a difference lies between psi square, that is the probability density, and psi value, because it is the square of the probability density is a square, so the quantity magnitude must be greater than psi, so the height would be much greater in comparison to the height of this. I have written here almost the similar size, but you can draw hmm. So it can be the nature would be the hump would be much higher in comparison to the hump of this wave function. Okay, because it is a square of wave function. Okay, and in for n is equal to 2 we draw again. So x is equal to 0 value, the value was at 0. So now I am drawing the position at a certain higher height in comparison to psi values, and then again it is having value 0 at half of the length of the box, and then again it is having the value square root of 2 divided by L at a higher height and at again 0. So when no, no, there is a difference. Okay, my mistake. Actually, when we will do the square of the psi function, then there will be no negative values that will become, like we got in psi wave function. There were some negative values, but unlike that, there will be no negative values. All the values will be positive, because after all, squaring the quantity, we will get always positive quantities. So the quantity is same, so the height must be at same and in the same position, because both the quantities are in positive. So we will draw a diagram by connecting all the points. So the nature of psi square will be like this. Now we can say that the particle probability of finding the particle when the energy level is equal to n is equal to 1, that is the lowest possible energy for the particle possessed by the particle when it is kept inside the box. The probability of finding the particle at the middle of the box is higher than at L by fourth position or 3 by fourth position of the box, or it is equivalent to 0 at the um, wall of the container. And similarly, for n is equal to 2, the probability of finding the particle at middle of the box is equivalent to 0. So according to this mm, diagram, the particle must be at 1/4 position and at 3/4 position length of the box. Okay, so the particle uh, must not be at the middle of the box. Okay, so this is the way we can draw wave function and probability densities for a particle which is kept in a one dimensional box.